Think you're the only one who can craft a binding spell? I spent many long winters thinking about what I would say to you as I watched you take your last breath. But now, I realize there's only one thing I need you to know. You have no hold on me anymore!
That's my frig. I forgot how good you look with wings.
Oh, husband. You always sought knowledge well. Now, I'm going to teach you what it's like to lose everything. Bow to your queen!
I always loved you, you know.
You've never loved anyone!
We don't talk.
Father? Freya?
You did it, Loki. No. No more fighting. No. None of that matters now. This is your moment, Loki. Groa tried to hide you from me, but this is your destiny. Champion of the Jotnar. Only he can put on the mask. Only he can gaze into the truth of creation. Unfold the secrets of life and death. No more doubt, no more confusion. You were born for this. Put on the mask, Loki. Ask it the question.
This is your choice, son. I trust you.
Why did you do that? What was it all for? You choose to be nothing! So be it.
Attack!
You've waited a long time for this, haven't you, Frigg? So have I!
Too late for that!
Fly!
Right side, incoming!
3 against 1, and don't forget me, old fucker! What did you call me? That one's for Grok! You don't get it! You've ruined everything! Everything I've worked for! Everything I've killed for! I just wanted answers! you just played your part, none of this would have happened. What did all for? Answer me, Loki! What's it all for?
This was our chance, Loki. I could have had my answers. I could have learned the truth. You took that away from me. I could have made things better. We could have made the Nine Realms better.
This was never about the realms, or me. It was about you!
You destroyed everything. My home, my family, my kingdom.
You did those things! Your choices! You killed your own
It
son!
wasn't my choice. I had no choice.
There's always a choice!
This was our chance, Loki. I could...
Mom, stop it. I'm fine.
Hush. I won't have rot set into this arm.
Rot isn't going to...
If you lose it, how then would you fight?
My other arm. Thank you.
Huh. Lugan made it out. Good for him.
Oh, and if you could get this wood over to Brana's
Skilled
tent... Loki! Hey! Glad to see the head injury didn't make you forget me. Did you have a head injury? Everything was blurred. Maybe that was someone else. Anyway, man, I'm really glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too. Looks like you're keeping busy.
I'm just happy to help folks. We're on track to have bedrolls for everyone, and your friends' wolves have been helping out with hunting. We should have plenty to feed everyone.
No shit.
No shit? And hey, thank you for everything. We wouldn't even be here without you and your friends.
Yeah, of course. I just wish we could have gotten more people out.
Loki, You did good.
Thanks, Skilder. Take care, okay?
Hey, you know me. Has anyone seen any extra blankets lying around? Snow might be melting, but it's still gonna be pretty cold.
Oh, there he is. And one for the kid, too. Skull!
Here, here. Skull. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. And Freyr's sacrifice.
It's true.
Well, we were just swapping our own Freyr fables.
Right. So where was I? Oh. When we met, I was expecting this warrior, this master planner, a born leader. The legend came before the man. But the man himself was very different. He won me over, though. He was just so damn kind.
I think it helped that he was handsome.
This is true. And incredibly charming.
All right, stop. Y'all are gonna make me start crying all over again.
Sorry. Gotta go find my father.
Be safe, you. Y'all remember that time on walking your phone fire?
I'm pleased to see you awake.
Freya,
It was his choice. I couldn't take that from him.
you saved us all. I'll never forget that.
The family I thought I had was taken from me piece by piece. But there's comfort in the family I've chosen. Your mother was right, you know. You grew into that bow after all. You are a formidable warrior, but even more than that, you have a good heart. Nothing you've endured has changed that. I'm so proud of the man you've become, Atreus.
Thank you. For everything. I should find my father.
You should.
Atreus! Oh, you gave us quite a scare there.
Glad to see you too, Mimir. Listen. I want to thank you.
Oh, what else did you expect from the smartest man alive?
It's not just because you're smart. You listened to me. Mentored me. And, well, you're basically another dad to me.
Lad.
No. I need you to hear it. I appreciate you so much.
I love you too, little brother.
See you, Mimir.
It's good to see you about, Atreus.
You too, Hildisvini.
I hear you're headed to Vanaheim with the Aesir.
That's correct.
Never thought I'd see the day Vanir and Aesir existed in peace.
How optimistically presumptuous.
I suppose so.
We offered to take them in, but I don't expect things to be easy right away.
Well, something to work towards.
Civility is certainly a start.
And it's nice down here, huh? No loud noises. We're okay. You did so good today, boy. I'm so proud of you. Maybe later, we can find some treats.
Okay. My turn.
Who's that, huh? Yeah, we know him.
Maybe one of these days I'll surprise you.
Oh? You already have.
You were in good hands.
Atreus, I am glad you are well.
I'm glad you are too. So, what was the end of the story?
What?
Before Ragnarok, you promised to finish it if I fell asleep.
When death arrived,
He asked why the old man had called for him. Seeing death before him caused the old man to reconsider his request. After a moment, he asked that death help him lift the logs onto his back, so that he may continue on his journey.
He wasn't ready to die.
He wished to keep living.
There's a lot of smoke out there.
Seems when Asgard fell, pieces of it landed all over the realms. There might still be some Einherjar near them, but that's not what I brought you here to see.
Mother? My shrine in Jotunheim. She destroyed it. She didn't want us to know our fate.
We forged our own path because of her.
She went against her own people. Our people. To protect you. It don't all open. I'm sorry.
Father, I need to talk to you about something. There are other giants out there, and I've got to find them. I think I know where to look, but they're my responsibility. I need to do this alone. I don't want to do it alone, but I need to. It's hard to explain.
Does it frighten you?
Yeah.
That is why you must do it.
Like you taught me. Yeah.
We survived today because of your choices. Who to trust. Who to call friend. Son. You are ready.
Remember our promise.
Loki will go. Atreus. Atreus remains.
Take care of everyone.
only talk about Gná.
We don't need to talk about it. We just need to fight her.
But Odin chose her as his new Valkyrie queen. A Vanir goddess, your friend.
Gná pledged loyalty to Asgard long ago, and our friendship ended soon after.
What happened?
I made a choice. One she couldn't accept. Kratos. She hates me. She will be a problem for us. Better we find her than she finds
big
us.
boy himself. Skull!
Skull!
We can hold a few dozen per camp. Families will stay together, obviously.
Take care, Kratos.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And we'll bring all the supplies we can, although there won't be much.
Don't worry about it. Anyone who's able can head out for extra supplies. Aesir and Vanir.
Together. General, Lady Freya, Mimir, my lady.
Shield maidens.
Blessed Thor, have you found the traitor Gná yet, dear Freya?
Not yet. Soon. Where to first?
We could take care of any lingering business in the realms.
Or investigate those pieces of Asgard.
Either way, we're with you, mother. Linda also mentioned there's going to be a get-together to honor Brock's memory at Rav's Tavern in Svartalfheim. I'd like to go.
It's strange. There are still signs of the World Serpent all over the lake. But we saw him disappear at Ragnarok.
That could only mean the legend was true all along. That blow from Thor sent Jormungandr straight back in time. A younger Jormi, fresh from Jotunheim, would grow into the serpent we know.
When we first met the snake, you said that he found Atreus familiar. Perhaps they met in Jotunheim.
Perhaps so, brother. We'll have to ask the lad for that story when we next see him. Is that a frost troll? He won't be happy to see us.
When Jormungandr attacked Thor in Asgard, it seemed personal somehow. But there's no way they could have met before that, is there?
I've been pondering that, and I have a theory. We know the lad spent his time in Jotunheim learning soul magic. Perhaps the serpent figured in.
You mean Atreus placed some other giant soul into him? Someone who already hated Thor to begin with?
Exactly! Though that doesn't narrow it down much, I grant you. I wonder if Yorm even remembers after all this time who he once was.
Hi, Kratos.
This will be of use.
Let's make some magic. You need any more? Y'all know where to find me.
What's in Svartalfheim?
We still have unfinished business there. I helped construct some mining rigs throughout the bay. Part of my non-violent attempt at bringing the dwarves.
Why am I not surprised? Lead the way.
Come here. I gotta tell you something.
Quite a large geyser. Might be worth investigating, no?
We can see it fine from here.
Mimir, there's something I wanted to ask you about. Hildisvini told me about your visit to secure Hel's army, but was reluctant to elaborate when it came to negotiating with Hrassfelder.
Ah, yes. Well, I can see why he'd hold off on such a subject until he saw if we survived the battle.
Mimir, what exactly did you promise the large bird?
Oh, nothing too horrifying. It's just that she'd like to retire.
Retire? Hel's Eagle wants to retire?
Indeed. And don't ask me what she expects to do with her free time. I assure you there is no reassuring answer.
Can she even do that? Not be Hel?
Apparently so. She just requires relief. Someone else to step in and become Hell, as it were.
Not exactly an office many would wish to occupy.
Aye. Terrible weather, infinite hours, and the possibility of unleashing terrible mischief on the realms if they're careless. Or worse, if they aren't completely trustworthy.
But if she were to leave without a replacement?
Complete chaos, yes.
Well, I'm sorry I asked.
Behind you! Poison!
Another Berserker gravestone.
They gather the fear.
On your guard, Kratos!
Ah!
The Alpha! The Alpha!
Is that I see trophies?
Off your back!
Hollow.
Gather the fear!
Death is here.
The nerve! Invoking Lyra after what they did.
Lyra? I've never heard of it.
It was a peaceful kingdom, full of artists and poets. But it fell to ruin long ago.
And these berserkers were responsible.
Them and their accursed King Hrolf. What little blood I have still boils at the thought.
Your former home, I assume.
Let's just take this victory and move on, eh?
There is no need to shoulder this burden on your own.
Admittedly, you're shouldering the brunt of the work here. Let me worry about the emotional burden.
there? Please. I need help.
That water wheel's getting no water. Something appears to be atop that island.
That was one of Nithog's children. Looks like we don't yet have the equipment to restrain the little bugger. There must be a way to capture it. I wonder if that squirrel outside Sindri's house has any ideas.
We could use that lift, but not while it's up there. Down, but it has to stay that way. Very clever. There we go.
Incoming! The wee bastard's about to explode! Quite the sum there, brother. Meeting the Lady of the Forge really brought back some memories. I thought it was only in my homeland you'd see such things.
Mermaids who forge weapons.
Aye. I remember very fondly a lake nymph called Nimue. Very talented with a sword.
Mimir.
I meant that literally. Shame on you. She made the best swords in all the Isles and had big dreams about what she'd do with them one day. I wonder what became of her.
Kratos, don't you have a way through that door? Found something good?
Yes.
No fish. Surely they retreated to deep water to escape the smoke. Another incomplete. Now, the word.
Meching.
Success. The gate is lowering out there.
Freya, something is on your mind. What is it?
Freyr's sword. I'm glad he got it back.
Odin stole it?
Not quite. It couldn't be stolen. It had to be given freely. Freyr had it forged in his younger days, imbued with its own motives and passion. For centuries, he swore he would only ever set it down in death or upon meeting the love of his life. Both he and the sword were romantics, you see.
Brother, can we get back to what you were saying about the Oracle of your homeland? You mentioned trying to escape your bondage to Ares.
Yes. One priestess had visions that showed her Olympus would be brought to ruin by the god of war. Therefore she helped me, intending to undermine Ares and protect her realm. She did not foresee that I would kill him and take his office. In the end, I proved her vision of doom correct.
So the Oracle herself brought about the very future she hoped to avoid. I'm so very relieved we didn't do the same.
Mia, you may tell a story if you wish.
Am I preferable to silence at last? A rare day. I'm touched. But since you mention it, there has been one on my mind of late. It goes back to my earliest days, when I had little more to do than observe the mortals who passed through our forest. One summer, a local laird of renowned eccentricity chose to sequester himself with a small coterie of kinsmen and followers. Ah, no. This is... It can't still be here.
What?
There's a key on this island. I need you to find it, brother. An innocent life is at stake.
Enemies to your left! They're coming from the net!
Mimir, what innocent life do you speak of? What did you do?
What I thought was right. Or at least, what I thought was clever.
Behind you!
Looks like you could break through the ground down here. Can't break through the ground from here. We need to get up higher. Maybe if you found a way into that lift. Seems you've got the height you need to smash through the ground. Switching arrows! Take a look at this, Mimir.
That's the key we're looking for. Now we must head to that watchtower on the shore.
What are you not saying?
The mining rigs are not the only sin I committed in Svartalfheim.
Kratos, hon? Hey, we got a matter to discuss.
What exactly are we doing, Mimir?
Fixing a mistake. Just put the key into that lock, brother. There. If you could give that drum a good loud strike.
Mimir, explain.
I'd hoped it would have escaped by now, but we'll need to free it from its restraints.
What is this?
A Lungbocker. I captured it many years ago.
This creature, you enslaved it.
Aye.
The Allfather put you up to this?
No. This was my brilliance at work.
I'm surprised. Chaining up the innocent is a favored pastime of Odin's.
The irony is not lost on me.
Nasty hit! Go right from him! Ah, that's enough.
Right. Chain the fins too. If you could... Easy. Easy.
At least the creature is still alive.
I'm sure it spent countless winters wishing it wasn't. But we're going to free it. And then...
And then it will still wish for death.
Watch your right!
Skjelfa!
Good hit, brother!
You're angry with me, aren't you, brother?
I remember the feeling of a yoke around my neck. I would not wish it upon another.
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
Rocket on the left! Above you!
Why enslave the creature?
Its fat was a good source of oil. For Odin's lanterns.
Oil. 4 lanterns.
Whatever anger you're feeling, whatever loathing toward me, it's nothing to what I've said to myself. Defend, if you could.
I know.
Just the tail left now.
Focus up.
Enemies to your left!
The wretch nest was hiding some device.
One less feathery spy.
There's more to do here. You sure you want to leave?
Okay, my story. Where was I? Oh! The eccentric laird had led his followers in a woodland retreat with an aim of achieving enlightenment through study and discipline. They took oaths to brook no distractions until they became wise men.
Distractions.
Aye. Women. Drink. Mostly women. As you can imagine, things deteriorated quickly. By autumn, tempers were frayed and wisdom remained in short supply. One day, I watched as the laird and his brother took their hunt. There they found, at the banks of a river, a lady as fair as any they'd left behind. And we'll just stop there for now.
Perhaps that's how we reach this creature's tail. Let's return to the boat.
You never spoke of this creature.
Does that surprise you? That an old man would be ashamed of the mistakes he's made?
No.
I'd hoped the creature would be long expired by now. But apparently the Aesir couldn't even be bothered to mercy kill it once it was no longer useful.
We could kill it.
No. Not when we can save it. Good. We can reach the tail from this dock.
You would still save this broken creature?
I know what it is to be imprisoned like this. I can't just leave it.
And if it is beyond saving?
I don't understand.
Let us continue.
Behind you! I felt that one, brother! Watch your left!
Tail must be chained as well. Sliding down that rope should take us where we need to go. There! You're free! What's going on? Maybe it needs a little encouragement. Can you get me closer to its eye for a face-to-face, brother?
You're punishing yourself, aren't you, Mimir? For exploiting the laborers. For the Lungbacher.
Of course. Who else is going to?
I'd consider Odin chaining you to a tree for hundreds of years as a sort of penance.
We'll agree to disagree.
You spoke of your brother's sword. How did Odin acquire it?
You better pause there. Go on, you great blubbering beast. Shoo! It's not moving. Why is it not moving?
It has grown accustomed to its chains.
But... No. No, we can fix this. We just need to chase it off. Scare it. Something.
There is no making things right. Only better than they were.
At least it can feel the wind on its face.
May you provide some comfort.
That's not enough.
It seldom is.
As I was saying about the laird and his brother, all summer they'd upheld their oath to avoid the touch of woman. Yet here before them stands a fair maiden in need of their help to cross the river. The laird doesn't miss a beat. He hoists her onto his shoulders, carries her across, sets her down, doffs his cap, and fords back across to his brother, who is dumbfounded, can't even bring himself to speak. The day stretches on, the laird carries on hunting, and his brother quietly gnashes his teeth down to powder. Finally, the dam breaks. "Brother," he cries, "how could you do it after everything we've sacrificed?" Know what? We'll finish this later.
Is that crane still functioning?
Well, lady, I was curious about some of the flora we've encountered on our travels.
And you will remain curious. It's not my job to teach you everything, Mimir.
Look, I was just asking.
And you have been told.
Oh, you can say that again.
That dragon looks remarkably lifelike for a sculpture.
Father. Brother, we must be talking about the spirit we met earlier. We should head back and tell him.
Kratos, we need you!
It's beautiful from up here.
Dear Father, where are you? Brother, he must be talking about the spirit we met earlier. We should head back and tell him.
Another incomplete runes list.
Your master is no more. Be at peace.
Have it your way, then.
Careful, brother! Someone to fight for!
Well, if there's more of these Asgard fragments out there, the Einherjar will continue to be a nuisance for the realms.
Only if we do nothing. The realms will never heal if they remain.
How many more?
Only one way to find out. Phew.
A hammer.
Wonder if Durlin would know anything about it. He's likely to be at the tavern. Brother, he must be talking about the spirit we met earlier. We should head back and tell him. Finishing my story from before. The laird had broken his oath by carrying the maiden across the river, and his brother quietly stewed until he could contain himself no more. How could you do it, brother?
Enough. We will continue later.
I knew he'd left something behind.
You were right to summon me.
Hello, Ratatoskr.
Hello, Master Kratos. What you've accomplished for these realms is truly something I never thought possible. Rest assured, good Master Brok would be proud beyond measure, even if only to express it in his love language of profane non-sequiturs. But he is terribly missed.
Yes, he is.
Now, there is one rather interesting development to apprise you of. The detonation of Asgard shook the World Tree to its very roots, dislodging a great number of realm seeds. I thought you might wish to have them.
Asgard. So you brought Rakusko. Bifrost, come up here. Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
They sense Odin is dead?
They are soldiers. They will always be loyal to him, alive or dead. It is a matter of honor.
Yes, they will continue to follow his orders and keep the realms under his thumb.
Not for long, they won't.
The Hildgrave's battle that grave will provide.
Legionnaire! Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Is this all you've got?
Can't do this without you, Kratos.
I want another go.
Legionnaire!
Doesn't belong to you!
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost. I felt that one, brother. Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Ready your guard! I wanted more!
Brother, get up, brother. Legionnaire!
Doesn't belong to you!
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
That's it.
Kratos, we need you!
an Eric.
Doesn't belong to you!
Careful, brother. Covered in Bifrost.
What is its connection to these spirits?
It's a symbol of their betrayal, their cruelty personified. The sooner we're done with it, the better.
If I can make peace with my blades.
I suppose you're right. If Skofnung rids the land of these bastards, I can stomach its presence a bit longer.
Do you hear that? Someone's crying.
Sinmara.
Ah, Surtur's love. Should we try to tell her what happened?
She knows.
To Vanaheim, then.
Sounded like Lady Sif managed to convince the old boar to shelter the Aesir refugees.
It was his idea.
Oh?
To foster peace among the Vanir and Aesir.
That's brilliant. Shifty bastard must be trying to prove he can out-diplomat me.
At least he's not convincing her to marry someone, like some other diplomats would.
Deservedly low blow, Your Majesty.
I look forward to exploring Alfheim and not having to fight elves.
Oh? What makes you think that's an option?
They've united, haven't they? What possible reason would they have to attack us?
Sorry to say, but there are still plenty of elves out in the Barrens eager for conflict.
Why? Freyr united them. They fought together at Ragnarok.
those who have spent their lives in combat, peace is not always an option. The creature Atreus heard. It lies out in the desert.
Wonder what it could be. Most of the larger beasts of Alfheim have long been dead.
My brother would have known. Freyr loved this realm.
And the realm loved him in turn. Still does.
I'm sure he blamed me for having to leave.
That was not your fault.
I know that. But I can't fault him for wanting to protect his family, even at the cost of plunging this realm back into war.
Wait a bloody moment. Is that
Thor's hammer and his daughter?
I'll make you proud, Dad.
Well, good for her.
Hi, Kratos. Ragnarok armor's on the house. We'll call it a commemorative piece. If you don't love it, just bring it back.
Gulon in Alfheim?
And sled trained by the looks of it. Most unusual.
I've never seen such obedience in Gulon. There's some kind of magic at work here.
Regardless, it should make desert travel downright pleasant. Were it not for a brutal sandstorm. Any particular direction to find your wounded animal? Or are we just enjoying the weather?
How do you hope to find anything in all this?
Perhaps we find a cave first to catch our bearings?
This cave extends underneath the desert.
Aye. A refuge for the Dark Elves, by the looks of it. One of the few remaining now that they're barred from the temple. Perhaps we'll find Atreus' wounded animal down here.
Lead the way, Kratos. I trust you to not get us lost underground.
Behind you! Look out! Lad's going up! Behind you! Incoming! Behind you!
elves, blinded by hate, lashing out at everything and everyone for their fate.
They will not listen to reason. Combat is unavoidable.
Oh, trust me, I know. Still, I wish it were not the case. This creature Atreus heard, why wait until now to free?
It was not a priority.
We were too busy attempting to stave off Ragnarok to indulge in any desert dalliances.
Shame. I imagine Atreus would have enjoyed a quest to free another.
Yes, he would have.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to twist the knife.
Atreus has chosen his path. I trust him to be safe.
Brother! The wee bastard's about to explode!
The Alpha!
With my own son when he was Atreus' age. Baldur craved adventure. But with the words of the Norns repeating in my head.
Your worry consumed you, as my rage once did to me.
You overcame it, eventually.
Thanks to Atreus. And his mother.
Yes. Perhaps if Odin had loved his children as much as he loved using them, both would still be with us.
Right leg!
Atreus reminds me more of Freyr in his youth than of Baldur. His sensitivity, his compulsion to help any and all in need.
That is his mother's influence. Despite all attempts to train him otherwise, Atreus was eager to help lost spirits, run errands for the dwarves during their travels together.
Frey's influence runs deeper than that. Why do you think you're the one assaulting a cave full of hostile dark elves to save a wounded creature?
Incursions like this once served as training for Atreus, or an excuse to gather resources while testing his abilities. But I made him a promise. His voice as my guide.
And his voice told you to do.
He would approve. Strange, that means more to me now than it did before he left.
You've said it yourself. Atreus takes after his mother. His approval is her approval. Seen one since I was a child.
Great, Gefjun's ghost! That's the largest bloody Hafgufa I've ever laid eyes on.
That howling, it sounds familiar.
It's the Song of the Sands. They don't normally sing like this underground.
That must be the cause of the storm.
Aye. Judging by all this hive matter weighing it down, it's been trapped here for dozens of winters.
There must be a way to cut it loose.
I'd wager that there's nothing here a well-placed throw of the axe can't solve.
That helps. We've cut it loose, but it can't seem to escape.
Much of the hive matter is gone. We can free it from the surface now.
How in the realms did they capture such a large one?
Hafgufas are known to burrow, so I'd hesitate to place full blame on our Dark Elf friends.
Even though it's bound by their hive?
Hive matter doesn't belong to the Dark Elves, any more than the light belongs to the Light Elves. It's just another of Alfheim's natural resources. One the elves have used since the time of their ancestors. And while the Light Elves seem keen to banish the hive over on their side, the Dark Elves make effective use of it out here in the Barrens.
This is true. Are we doing more harm than good by destroying this hive?
You wish to leave the creature enslaved?
No. Freyr would have wanted us to do everything in our power to restore this realm. We will free it.
Here! You should be able to cut this part away and free the Hafgufa!
Never imagined I'd see a Hafgufa fly again. Can't believe the lad missed this.
The storm is gone. The Song of the Sands has returned to Alfheim, albeit somewhat diminished from how I remember it as a child.
Atreus will be glad to hear it is no longer in pain.
You look forward to telling him.
One day, yes.
You gave him a gift. allowing him to walk his own path. I know that wasn't easy.
I know you cared for him as well. You have always done right by Atreus.
He is the best of us.
Nice to be able to have a real conversation out here for once.
Much of the sand has been cleared away, but another storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean...
Another Hafgufa!
Odd. It looks as though the Light Elves sealed off this section of the Barrens. Why?
Luckily for us, a very considerate goddess has enhanced our magic chisel, and we can unseal it.
My, that is lucky.
The forbidden sands lay beyond.
Contested territory, according to Bela. And another storm to endure.
I remember when Freyr and I traveled to this realm as children. The desert was healthy and full of life back then. I can't help but fear that era has ended for good and our efforts here are futile.
It's a fair concern. Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing Hafgufa. But I have to believe, in the long run, we're doing right by Alfheim.
Come here. I gotta tell you something. I'm always getting new stuff.
Finishing my story from before. The Laird had broken his oath by carrying the maiden across the river, and his brother quietly stewed until he could contain himself no more. How could you do it, brother? How could you break your vow like it was nothing, carrying that lass on your shoulders like you were a Shetland pony? The Laird just smiled. Brother, I sent that lass down across the river. It's you that carries her still. Oh, I got a chuckle. A rare day indeed.
The gravestone. No doubt a berserker awaits.
Come under the cruel, stand on the cold, and bitter than prideful. Got that one, cold and bitter than frightful.
To the enemies of Wayne! Careful!
His kingdom, Lara. You once lived there.
Before I shacked up with the Aesir, aye. Another of my spectacular failures.
In capturing these spirits, you seek redemption.
I just want to send these bloody monsters to hell where they belong. Wouldn't exactly call it redemption, but I know I'll feel better once it's over. I just had a thought. With Asgard destroyed, where will the Einherjar go?
Valhalla exists both inside and outside of Asgard. Who knows what became of it?
Aye. Suppose they'll have to find rest somewhere.